So this is Daniel Carcillo, okay? Former player in the National Hockey League. He's kind of a wild character, known for the rough stuff, the physical play, the fighting, okay? And he was on the Coyotes, the NHL team here in Arizona, where I am, so definitely was a favorite of mine when I still believed that the league was real. Okay. So Daniel Carcillo drafted 73rd overall. You see that? When Carcillo equals 73 in the ordinal cipher in gematria. It says his career ended September 17th, 2015, the 260th day of the year. The pictures aren't where they're supposed to be. Daniel Carcillo in reverse equals 260. Let me catch back up. Right? Career ends on the 260th day of the year when Daniel Carcillo equals 260. So that date leaves 105 days remaining. Drafted by the Pittsburgh Penguins. Penguins 105. Again, in the ABC 123 cipher. Notice how Pittsburgh Penguins has the 92, as does Dan Carcillo, which he's referred to as. Okay. Now the fights are real. Now it may be scripted how they start most of the time. Definitely real fighting in the National Hockey League. He played for several teams. I'm not going to list them. Okay. Now, place of birth, King City, Canada. Daniel Carcillo, 118. King City, 118. And you see the 64 with the reflection, 46. Learn gematria, okay? This is one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Okay, he's known as a fighter. I mean, that's why I originally followed him, very entertaining. Look how fighting syncs up with his last name. And we're using 4 ciphers in this decode. The fact that it syncs up, There he is, dropping Sean Thornton. I remember this. It was the outdoor game, the outdoor classic. His nickname, Car Bomb, synchronizes with his first name, Daniel. You see that? 27. You get the 245s with the reflection, 54. Now, this player is out of Ontario, Canada. Another match in gematria with fighter. I don't think do any of these players have their own teeth? I mean, look at the knuckles. Definitely a tough job. Daniel Carcillo played his role. I believe he played 9 seasons. Yes, 9-year NHL career. Okay, so he announces his retirement as he is a member of the Chicago Blackhawks. Even Chicago syncs up with Carcillo. 37, 143, 35, and again, the reflection, 53. If I said reshuffling earlier, it's the reflection. You see that? 35, 53. Okay. Like I said, 100 points in his career. Like the 100 fights in his career. About 100, it says. I remember that fight. Todd Bertuzzi, Daniel Carcillo. I hope you're enjoying this decode. I mean, part of my family from Canada. So just so happens I grew up liking hockey. Not no more though. I'm really sour on the world. It's all staged. I'm just here to expose it now. Okay, so this is a little bit more serious. Let's take a turn. Carcillo's former teammates back up hazing and sexual assault allegations. He alleged, in his hazing sexual abuse class action lawsuit against the CHL. He was a former Sarnia Sting member. Apparently, it says, here's a goalie here that was in on it too. Ryan Muntz corroborated everything. Okay, it says it left him so troubled that he became suicidal. Sarnia Sting. This is a problem, but it seems like it gets swept under the rug. I've been hearing about it. Said the action is on behalf of children aged 15 to 17 who were sexually abused and physically assaulted, hazed, and otherwise abused while away from home and playing for CHL teams. Okay, that's the statement. None of the allegations have been proven in court. Of course, right? And it'll say ice hockey has a documented problem of sexual assault and hazing, but you would think that the NHL, you don't see the NHL name attached, Like, what a joke. Okay, Sarnia Sting, in the article, I mean, they had the goalie in on the script. Sarnia equals 100, right? Like the 100 fights in Daniel Carcillo's career to go with the 100 points. And notice how he had 48 goals. Illuminati 48 in Gematria, right? 1,200 penalty minutes, more than 1,200, it says, see? Like 120, Illuminati 120. All right. So this is the Daniel Carcillo decode. And just to check a point I made about the Sarnia Sting, you saw the article and the accusation. Not 100% sure if Carcillo was a member of that team, but you saw the sync up in Gematria. Matt Tucan, I hope you enjoyed the Daniel Carcillo decode. Until next time.